to this meeting of the Central Committee. And I want to believe this is the second meeting which we are holding in accordance with our Constitution. We have 4 meetings of the Central Committee a year, 1 meeting each quarter. But of course, we can have more. There is business, extraordinary business that requires our being together. Saka Tugam Sirai Nomfaro Yalibingele Kaku Isiti Tirito Sisong. Once more, we meet at the headquarters as the highest policy-making body for our party in between congresses. We do so against the background of an event, arguably the largest and most resounding after our 2013 landslide election victory, if not in our history as a party. The Youth League led million-man march held here in Harare on Africa Day. That was the most resounding event that we have had in our history, and I'm sure it will go down in our own records, and perhaps in the records also the country as one of the most rousing and attractive and impressive and overwhelming event that took place in Zimbabwe in the year of our Lord 2016. That image of the teeming hundreds upon hundreds of thousands and thousands of our supporters will linger on for a long time, bringing great comfort and reassurance to party members, but at the same time brewing great discomfort and doubt in the minds and hearts of our opponents. I have no doubt that a clear message went home to all and sundry, both at home and abroad, that Zanu-PF lives and lives in this most overwhelming way, and it remains the only national mass party capable of mobilizing Zimbabwe from all strata, all corners of the country, and capable of mobilizing them towards national goals and programs. Yes, today the resounding result is for us to enjoy. But what should never be lost to all of us are its lessons to us as our party and to us as individual members of Zanu-PF. Through that event, we were able to emphatically stamp our authority and dominance in national politics of the country. We started as one united party. United in our organization means we're united in body, spirit, and thought. That event thus demonstrated beyond any shadow of doubt what our party can contrive and achieve through singleness of purpose, well-thought coordination, and thorough synergies between and among all its wings and organs. Unity again. And like a perfect body, each organ played its designated part to the utmost, and played in coordination, not in contradiction with the rest. The organs of our body are synchronized. The heart, the lungs, all of them. The rest reside Zanu-PF voice, thus sending shockwaves beyond our borders, and a clear, disheartening message to pretenders here at home and abroad. Given that kind of superlative performance, the sequel should subsist in more programs that propel the party to higher heights. Sure. What is this discordance now? That we hear from certain quarters. Oh no. War Veterans Association leadership. No. We say no. And a big no. The hallmark of a trained cadre is discipline, impeccable discipline, obedience. The hallmark of a trained cadre is steadfast knowledge of the party line. Guara Rimsang. Guara Rimsang. Yes, the hallmark of a genuinely trained cadre is a firm sense of station and hierarchy. I am what I am. My seniors are what they are. The party is what it is to all of us. The rules bind us, all of us, but all together we move in our various posts, various places, in harmony, not in disorder, not in discordance. We do not wish to be at odds with the young people who were with us yesterday as we fought for our independence. Alongside their peers, they made sacrifices we recognize and appreciate the war veterans. I was aware some of us still alive with them all the time, to the very end. We appreciate the sacrifices. They used to positions which must be hallowed and praised by all our people. But by the same token, just as so much is owed them by our party and our nation, so much is expected of them by the same party and nation that readily applaud their contributions. It has always been the party and the people. The party leading the war veterans. Politics leading the gun. Never the gun leading the struggle. The Zimbabwe National Liberation War Veterans Association was formed to cater for the welfare, to cater for the welfare, to cater for the welfare of our veterans. All veterans. And not to champion the political struggle. No, never. Not to be the boss of the party. And never to be the bully of the party. No, the entity to make the choices as to who should lead and who should not. Never, ever. Except within the people, within the party. Within the party, always within the party, not outside the party. The dissidents tried it, they were all veterans, fighters, and you know what happened. Lots of trouble, lots of fighting, lots of suffering. Close to our people. And dissident activities cannot be allowed again. When in December 1987, Comrade Joshua Nkomo and I put our heads together and our hearts together and said, never again shall we allow this to happen. There shall always be the unity of Zanu-PF. And so, that unity was not just the unity of the people. It was the unity without the old veterans. It was to bring an end to also to the war, shall I say, that the dissidents had decided to win. Do we see another rise of dissident activity? Well, we, the leadership with our experience, say no. No to the War Veterans Association is not your function. It's not your business to talk of who shall succeed the president, we're still and I'm stunned to threaten that unless what you do, unless your wish is fulfilled, insofar as your choice, there shall be bloodshed. Bloodshed. You want to spill the blood again? We say that cannot be allowed now. And steps are going to be taken. It is not proper for anyone to use this welfare body as a platform, that is, use the War Veterans Association as a platform for attacking the top leadership, or for seeking to direct party processes in a certain direction preferred by some individuals within that body. To do so would amount once again to going the way of the dissident. The mandate of the association doesn't allow it. Stick to your mandate. Study the welfare, the situation regarding the welfare of the companies, and report that through the ministry. There is a ministry we established for the purpose. The party has organs and platforms from which to address all questions of the day. The party constitution is very clear and remains the Bible for all who genuinely belong to it. We must respect the rules drawn by the party. Indeed, respect organs and personages occupying those organs. When we establish organs, branches, provinces, Politburo, Central Committee, Congress, and people are appointed to fill in places in those organs. We are establishing a structure to govern the party, to give rules to the party. That must be obeyed by each and every one. And those persons who are appointed by the President and First Secretary of the party and who carry about the business of the party, the weight of it, having been appointed, must be respected. Those in authority like we are in authority. Yesterday we met as the executive organ of the party to execute business which we report to the Central Committee. We are in authority to do that. Here we are in authority also to represent Congress. So those who are in authority must be respected. And the appointments they make must be respected and not denigrated. We expect that to be respected by all and sundry, unless there are other motives and intentions. So let us all build on this stupendous gains that we have made through the Million-Man March, itself a fitting climax to our resounding electoral victory of the year 2013. Comrades, as I address you, the country is going through challenges of an economic nature. We are in the process of steering our economy towards sustainable growth. As we do that, there is bound to be challenges. There are bound to be challenges of a teething nature, challenges of adjustment. And as I address you, cash shortages, what they refer to as liquidity in those economic terms. Cash shortages are being felt across the board by our people who cannot easily access their savings or earnings. You might have deposited money in the bank, you have savings in the bank, but there is no money. Not enough money. But this is a temporary problem. We should be behind us soon. Sooner rather than later. We have been operating under a basket of currencies belonging to foreign countries. Even then, in reality, the basket has tended to carry just one currency, the United States dollar, which, as you know, comes to us only to the extent of our earnings by way of exports. But beyond being a medium of exchange, the United States dollar has become a commodity, a well sought after commodity by all manner of people and countries from different nations, and by all manner of people from different nations who were or are venturing into our country to cream off our little earnings denominated in United States dollars. We could not allow this situation. We cannot allow this situation to continue like that. Take all countries around us, Mozambique, Botswana, Zambia, South Africa, etc. they need the dollar also for their international external activities, trade and activities, and other activities. And they come here, Comrades Namasa said, we are now like a fishing pool. There are fishermen who come from these countries to fish the dollar here. And so they get away with dollars. And since we don't print the dollars, they are American. Unless our volume of exports, increases, we are left with less and less and less and less each time. So finance and the Reserve Bank conceived a way in which we could help meet the challenge. And that is by issuing bond notes. The issue of bond notes when it started for some people were suspicious and hesitant to accept it, but they easily accepted it the first time. And the second time, when it was announced that we were going to the second stage of this, there's so much criticism now has come all quarters, and it has been discussed with the industry and other institutions. And we think those who are opposed to it are really either politically doing so or doing so out of ignorance. people, all the more so against the virulent disinformation which is being mounted by the opposition. We will have bond notes backed by an amount of $200 million secured from one of our generous banks and African banks. So this generous African bank knows about the plan, he supports it, and we hope when the bonds do come, that they will certainly prove to be the cure for the challenge we have. But the basic cure naturally is that we have our own currency in due course. As our reserves grow, so will the population of bond notes also grow. All to ensure a one-to-one correspondence between bond notes and between bond notes in circulation and the US dollar notes we hold in our reserves. That is the US notes, the 200 million that we shall be holding in our banks. But the idea is to stop those crooks who were taking advantage of the availability of the United States dollar in the market to spirit it away. They will now have to deal in bond notes as a surrogate currency. Surrogate to the United States currency that we hold in our vaults. The intervention is thus well meant and calculated to protect our foreign currency earnings. Our country rated second to South Africa in terms of industrialization in Southern Africa, had abandoned manufacturing for trade. Because of the sanctions and other challenges that we faced, there was this shrinkage of the economy, and the industries could not operate as before. So they were reduced to producing just goods for the domestic market and not enough to enable us to export. We thus were no longer creating wealth, but only trading in wealth created by other economies by way of irrational imports that were flooding and that are still flooding our markets. So it's more of importation, and to import we need to use dollars, which is now growing less and less in our world. Change was thus necessary, and hence the rush of measures we have since adopted. We should restore and put the ethic of productivity at the core of our overall planning. Right now, we'll be talking about it and about some of the plans that he has in mind, which we shall work on together to improve the situation, the economic situation. Our target is agriculture itself, our mainstay and the key input supplier to our industries. Of course, the starting point is that we must return to food self-sufficiency. And the two vice presidents are glad to say have been pushing very hard in this regard. Food must be produced wherever there is water. Let's produce it. Let's use the water to produce food. Feed ourselves is only when our tummies are full that we can think of other hungry people out away in other countries, then we can export the extra. But before we satisfy our own requirements, we continue to be the consumers of our own products, of our own. There is a concerted effort to rehabilitate our irrigation infrastructure, so we are able to turn the many water bodies that we have in the country into a veritable resource for beating back the El Nino phenomenon. El Nino factor and any other future droughts. The program of mechanizing our agriculture continues, assisted of course by friendly countries like Brazil and Belarus, not to mention China and Russia. The strategy should be one of setting crop targets so the coming season sees a real turnaround in our agricultural efforts. In other words, we must do better next season. And we are saying whether we have a drought or not, the water that we have on the ground now should enable us to produce more food than we were able to do this last season. But if the rains come, well and good. That abundance of rain should be made good use of. The party must be ready to relate to these initiatives, which will manifest themselves through government departments. The call to full productivity should be the clarion call of our party. Soon, I also shall be visiting provinces to gauge our readiness for this thrust, which must change our focus. In the meantime, it is vitally important that food relief reaches every village, every household in need. I am aware that whilst there is enough food in the country, secured through our imports, there are logistical shortcomings which have hindered food distribution and therefore food access at household level. Some places are not getting enough food because of transport difficulties. The party must help government in mobilizing transport so that food reaches every corner and every family in need. Access to food must never be colored by political considerations. Only by fair needs. Where is there need? Regardless of whether the community supports or does not support Zanu-PF. Everyone must survive. Even the thieves must survive. No Zimbabwean must go without food, let alone starve. Our party is a party of liberation. It must always show objective leadership, impeccable leadership. Above all, it must earn and retain the trust of the people. This cannot happen in circumstances in which we bicker and needlessly jockey for positions and influence. You have an election, some people, some wanted X to win, others wanted AB to win. So if Y X wins, those who support the AB must support the result. That's what we call democracy. Nous allons on voit the election from sila mainggan mainggan makarusa kasi tujuan ng mainggan na mayroon ka gagawin na wabot sa iwa mo kunzon sa putar people first. So kung nakawawa na ay bunyi people first. Kung sa suya gawin na Sulit gabudang. Oh, dahil tingno ko na picture tingno ki, well, you want to support this candidate, but others also have their candidates. And the candidate who wins must be approved by all of us, and he becomes a holder of a particular post. Then fighting for the post also the post and lagi diwani hindi rin sini tinda ako dapat hindi pulo also assembly bunu sa kasi klaro mo muna ay house of assembly kupita na iuwango senate kuwa kawari hita patay ko may election wagula ko kusunda kutabi ko ko pinday sa kanang mapupuri ziu go aniti well we our Zanu-PF way is that we are democratic. We hold these elections because the elections will decide the winner, and the winner should not make the losers sour. Well, finally, as we drift closer and closer to elections, we must take full stock of our structure, ensuring that our people stay ready and mobilized. Above all, the party must be in the lead in addressing the needs of our people. The youth who recently made known their expectations. The war veterans whose families must be supported. Our women, by way of the many livelihood projects they want to see supported. SMEs, etc. That way, we keep our party in tip-top condition. Indeed, in a state in which it is unsafe. We have talked about restructure in the party. But when the party is well restructured and your branches, cells of the party, there must be proof that we have membership, genuine membership, and the proof of it is the registration. And proof of registration is the possession and holding of the card, membership card. Now, we at the headquarters would want to see that achievement of so many people registered, so many people with membership cards, but so many people with membership cards also making their subscription. So I'm providing you can't say you have 100,000 members. Where is the truth? Each one having a membership card. But where is the proof by way of subscription? So we will have to have an auditing system. So when I visit the province, as I said I shall, that is also one aspect I will look at. But at the headquarters, we should be sufficiently computerized. I don't know whether we have enough computers here. for the purpose. Okay. Well, there it is. So let us have parties which are genuinely in existence and not just mere assumptions. The party organs which are in existence genuinely. The proof is as I have described it. Well, you have come for deliberations. You will deliberate on issues in accordance with the agenda as we shall look at it. And I do hope we remain together. We remain together. Let us not be put into sixes and sevens by the opposition, which is writing nonsense all the time, or by what when people first and ET are claiming with coalitions which are coalitions still in the air, never actually concretized. But it doesn't matter. They all can come together. All of them bundled together. Zanu-PF will say group in a manner in which you desire. We will give you just one of these. One electoral blow. Electoral blow come 2018. I hope we are building that one huge fist, which will certainly send once again all the little puppet organizations flying. So I welcome you, and I hope our deliberations will be a success today. I'm the Zanu-PF. I'm the Lobang